Hello, Collective Taurus. Hello, my bull gang. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm here for you with another reading. So, how are things feeling after we've gone through this eclipse is what I wanted to say. And it was an eclipse in Taurus, right, y'all? Yeah. So, within the next 3 or 4 days, if you're going to count anybody out, cut anybody out, or anyone's going to cut you out, you're probably going to feel it within the next 3 or 4 days for sure. All right. I'm here to give you a reading that is just of the energies that be. I do not put any times or dates on these readings because they are just whenever you find them. Yeah, this reading is for you whenever it resonates with you. And it may never, and that's okay too. But if it does, please let me know below. All right. We're going to start with the Psycho Tarot. The Psychic Tarot. Oh, slay me, y'all. I kill me. Okay, the Psychic Tarot. Let's start here. All right. We've got authority. So, authority, intuition, and material harvest. Wow. Wowzer, wow. What's going on here? Under the deck, we've got patience and planning. Okay, so, yeah. So it looks to me like somebody is dealing with an Emperor Taurus. That's what the authority is in this deck. And the intuition, of course, is number 2, who is the High Priestess. And then we have material harvest. So, Taurus, which one are you? So I feel like your Emperor is the one we're talking about, and I feel like you are the one who is in the High Priestess energy. And I mean, you could be the Emperor, right? You could be. Emperor has masculine and feminine energy. The Emperor is an energy in itself, right? It doesn't have to be an Aries. In fact, the Emperor is all the kings, so that leaves all the signs, right? It could literally be anybody, but the Emperor is the embodiment of, presiding, right? This is the authority. This is the person who has been kinged, right? He's got a purple sash on here, or a cape, I guess you want to call it, and that means that this person's held in high regard like the authority, or high regard like what do I want to say? What's the word? High authority like a patriarchy, right? Like a king or a queen, and he is all the kings, right? I say he because of the masculine picture, but we're not reading body parts here, right? We're reading masculine and feminine energy. If you are identifying with the intuition card, this is the High Priestess. This is the person who is very connected to the universe, the person who uses their life to the betterment of society or the world as a whole. Somebody who is a healer, somebody who might use divination, such as runes or tarot cards, or whatever type of divination might help them open the mind. So this could be you in the intuition. And this person is also someone who's not very, this person's not really out front. They're not the one who's the leader. They are a leader in their own right, but they're not the person. They're the person who's quiet, the person who's mysterious, the person who is doing most of the listening with the universe, not really caring what's behind the next door, knowing that whatever's behind the next door is for them or not, depending on whether the universe wants to give it to them. I think this person has a lot of faith. And then we have material harvest, which is the 9 of Pentacles. So for some of you, I feel like you could be single, Taurus, and we have material harvest, which means that I feel you are coming into a material harvest. So for some of you, if your finances have taken a little bit of a dip, that you're gonna come out of that soon. I feel mostly, I feel that this is a very abundant relationship or kinship, or I don't know, we'll clarify a little bit more. I don't know what's going on here with these people, but I feel like these two people are interested in each other. However, take note that they're looking away from each other, but I think it's a really abundant connection. Okay, we're not using this yet. Sorry, I'm just here taking orders, y'all. Just taking orders. Okay, Charlie likes the tea leaves, says there's good energy here. Let's do it. All right, well, we're not going to take all of those, are we? As much as I don't like to put blessings back, we would be here reading until sometime tomorrow. All right, let's take a look here. Tell me about authority. This is the Emperor. What does the Emperor have authority on? tell me about authority. What is the authority? All right. We've got candle. You will be shown the way. Interesting. Because as I talk about the emperor being the leader, I also feel like the emperor is listening now. I feel like this person, if you had known this person as a king prior to, they may have not really been listening to the universe. But I think they are now. It says you will be shown the way. So I feel that the emperor right now, Taurus, is really listening to the universe. So if it is not divine timing, then the emperor is not coming forward. The emperor is going to wait for the signs and symbols or signals from the universe. Okay. All right, all right, all right. This one flipped out here. And we have climbing towards success. I feel that's you. As you are climbing the way to success, I feel like I was saying that maybe your finances have taken a little dip for some of you. And even though, if that's the case for you, I feel like climbing towards success is where you're going. And the thing is I think you're going there because you're listening as well. So you understand both of these people are willing to listen to the universe and the advice therein, and they're going to act accordingly. So while you've got your back turned to the emperor, I feel you are climbing towards success, whatever that means to you. Success in your job, success as a parent, success as a brother, a sister, a child, whatever successes you are having, you've got your back completely turned from the emperor. And I'm not saying that you don't like this emperor or there's anything wrong with them. I just think that you're minding your business. It's the best and safest place to be is in your own lane. And I think that's where you are, Taurus. I think that you are staying in your own lane and you've got your back to the emperor. You've got your eyes closed here. This person has their eyes closed here. And I feel like it's like you're listening and vibrating and waiting, Taurus. I feel like you're waiting for what you should do next, but you're waiting to hear from the universe. I feel like something really beautiful is about to happen because I am looking at the door behind this person here. You can see that it's almost busting out with sunshine. I feel like the sun is back there. And right now is a time to make material harvest. It's a time for gain. It's a time for maybe making money, paying attention to business, getting things in order. I feel like you're supposed to get financially stable, get the taxes done, make sure you know where your money's at, invest wisely, whatever that means to you. But I feel like there is going to be some sort of a material harvest coming up for you here. Pleasure with a close friend. So you could be meeting up with someone who you are friendly with, someone who is that you're used to being kind to, or someone who's used to being kind to you, someone that you have some sort of a kinship with, a close friend, it says. So someone that understands you and someone that you understand. Let's look under here. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Nice. Material wealth. We were just talking about the growth of material wealth. We've got lobster, financial pinch. So I was just saying that, right? Yeah, that it might take a little bit of a dip for a moment, but I don't think you need to worry about that. I really feel like it is, it's going to be okay. I feel like it's just, it's ebbs and flows of business, right? Ebbs and flows of business. So, Charlie's just saying, if you're in a situation where you're working for a corporation that's looking at layoffs, I think you're going to be okay. Yeah, because it is showing that there is material harvest here. And for those of you who end up losing a job, I feel like you get a big payout. So it keeps you going for a while. So I don't think that you have to worry either way, honestly. All right. I'm just going to clarify these cards here. I want to look at the candle. You will be shown the way. Where are you going, though? You'll be shown the way. So I think that the emperor here has been listening to the universe, and he's waiting for a cue, waiting for a sign or for divine timing. It says you will be shown the way. So I think that the universe is saying, look, we're going to tell you exactly what you got to do and where you got to go, but you just have to have faith. So I feel like the emperor is practicing that right now, practicing listening to the universe. We've got the devil card. So I feel like it feels like the emperor wants to move forward towards you, but it feels that way because of the devil. I feel like there's an attachment between you, like there's a rope that can't be cut or a ribbon that can't be frayed. I feel like that it says here, you will be shown the way. I think that somebody is in fear, and I think it's the emperor. The emperor is kind of a little bit in fear of what what might come, because the Emperor feels that you have the back to him, right? Him or her. Yeah, for sure. The Emperor is the one that is going to take charge of the situation, the leader, right? And I feel that there is a little bit of fear, a little bit of doubt of self. And I also feel that this Emperor knows that they're connected to you. They must come forward. It's not a question of when. It's not a question of will they, it's a question of when will they. So we've got climbing towards success. And that comes up with the 8 of Swords. You're climbing towards success, and I feel like you're focused on your abundance here, but I also feel like you still are feeling the energy of the eyes of the Emperor being on you. It's like you have a knowing, right? And that's who this number 2 card, if it is the High Priestess, that's who the High Priestess is Pisces, has a knowing. It's like life can go on, but I still have a knowing that in the back of, like behind me, that the Emperor's got my back, or the Emperor, like the eyes that I'm feeling in the back, someone looking at me, it's a feeling of having this person around. In fact, for those of you who are this close to maybe some sort of a union or communication, I feel that you might often feel like somebody's watching you, no matter where you are, if it's at home or the grocery store or whatever, you might feel like there's eyes on you. All right, so we have material harvest. This material harvest, I feel, is going to allow you to go out more, be with friends, be close up with your friends, your best friends, the ones that never judge you, the kind ones, the ones that are all on your side. I feel like this... that they are the ones that are cheering for you the loudest in your material harvest. I feel like you don't go out a lot, or you don't go out into public places a lot. So when you do go out, it's a big deal. And when you go out, you want to get someone who's really close up, so you don't have to deal with the, with the niceties and the surface conversation. You want to dive deep with your friend, right? And so I think what you're telling your friend is that it's time for you to pick another path, Taurus. That maybe you've been holding on for the Emperor, and maybe it's not the right thing to do. Thing is this, I feel like the Emperor is right hot on your tail. That's what I feel. I feel it's super close, and it's coming around to be super close here. It's coming, it's almost time. That's what it feels like. It's almost time for the Emperor, the authority, to come forward. All right. And, just because the Emperor can be out on the front line and lead to battle and all that kind of stuff, just because he can do those things, it doesn't mean he doesn't have fear. No, feel the fear and walk through it. That's who the Emperor is, right? All right. Tell me more about this authority, please. More about the Emperor. The Emperor is going through a transformational stage, going through... a death and a rebirth of sorts. I feel like there is either some sort of a transformative energy that, oh yes, transformative energy. Charlie just said, well, yeah, he's transformed and now he's listening. So I feel if you are the Emperor, whether you're feminine or masculine, that you have recently sort of woken up, you see things for what they are, you understand what's going on, and now you're trying to make changes in your life. And in the midst of making those changes, I feel this person levels up to be the Emperor. So I feel like the Emperor has either transformed or is about to go through some sort of a transformational energy here. Tell me about the intuition of the High Priestess, please. Because I feel like you feel a little bit stuck, like your hands are tied, that you can't go forward to the Emperor because the Emperor is in your past, right? I feel like your hands are tied. You wanted to make a decision, but you weren't allowed to. I feel like it says climbing the ladder to success. And even though you haven't had success with the Emperor so far, I feel as though you are just focusing on work. And although not feeling the best, right? Feeling as though we've got the 5 of Cups here, feeling as though you've lost something in the past, perhaps feeling badly that it didn't work out the way you thought it would. I feel like even though your hands are tied and you can't really do anything about it, I feel like you still obsessively think about the Emperor. Yeah. Trying to show everybody the brave face, but I really think that you are thinking about the Emperor for the most part. And then, yeah, interesting, Pentacles on Pentacles. So, yeah, so I feel like you let your friend know in the close-up conversation that it's time for you to move on. You've been looking back here for a while, looking into the past. You know the world's in your hands and you're right on the edge of your future and you want to move forward here. But you know what I feel, Taurus? I feel like you're still hoping the Emperor is going to catch up. And for those of you who are the Emperor, you're wondering if you're ever going to catch up, if you're going to catch up before this door closes, right? It feels like somebody is making permanent changes in their life to move forward. And I feel like the Emperor is at the end now catching up. I feel like the Emperor wakes up after you do, Taurus. You could be the Taurus masculine. You could be the Emperor, right? All right. Taurus. Tell me more about this awakening, please. Tell me more about the Death card. We've got Scorpio energy here now. Aries and Pisces. And Capricorn. All right. Well, it feels like the transformation. What is ending, I feel, is maybe a marriage or a relationship, because we've got the Death card here. And then the first card out here was the 9 of Pentacles, which tells me that the Emperor, I believe, becomes single and abundant. And I feel like this person has grown. So grown into the Emperor, I feel. Also, I feel like they're waiting. And I feel that they're waiting because you will be shown the way. They're waiting for the moment of alchemy, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Sagittarius card come out of Temperance, but this Emperor has been waiting for alchemy, the moment of alchemy. When do I go? I need to know when I can go. The Knight of Swords is here, which tells me it's not very far off. The thing is with the Knight of Swords is that when Charlie just showed me the horses that are, for any of you who have ever been to the horse races, it's something that I used to do as a kid with my grandparents. And when the horses are behind the metal doors, you can hear them, clopping their feet and getting ready to move because their adrenaline's pumping, right? And I feel like this is the energy of the Emperor. The Emperor is just chomping at the bit and waiting to go, but is waiting for a sign from the universe to know that it's the right time to go. So it's not like the Emperor isn't excited to move things forward here. It's just that it's taken a very long time. If he, in fact, has become single, that it's been taking a very long time for him to get that all squared away. Got the 4 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. There's been no communication between you and the Emperor. There's been no communication, and I do believe that you are the one that offered your cup to this person, and they just nothing to you. I feel like you didn't get a text back. You didn't get any words back. There was nothing said. I feel like you told this person how you felt, and this person said thank you and walked away, whether they walked away or not. Do you know what I mean? It could have been like a text that you left that told them exactly how you felt, and then they just left you unread, or they read it and didn't reply. I think it really it really rocked your center of gravity. It rocked you off of your stability. You really thought this was a sure thing, Taurus. You thought that when you spoke your truth, that this was going to be a sure thing, and you didn't think that you would be met with silence, but you were. You were met with silence. 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. And 4 and 2 is 6. You wanted reciprocity and you got nothing. You got nothinged. 6 of Pentacles. I don't know if I went over it. Did I? 6 of Pentacles on this 9 here with material harvest. I feel like money is it gets better. It's like it goes to a dip and then it gets better again. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like whatever business you're in, if you work for a corporation or have your own business, I feel like it either you do get the promotion or the raise, maybe in the new year possibly, but I feel like somebody is very reciprocal with your energy, your pentacle energy. So that would be, getting new clients if you have a business, or getting a job opportunity if you're not employed, or even if you are employed. All right. Manifesting you like crazy. Yeah, for sure. So I think the Emperor feels it. I feel the Emperor thinks that you're looking into the past, wondering where they are, hoping they'll catch up. I think you're still manifesting this person. But I feel like now, rather than manifesting the Emperor, I think you're manifesting self-love. I think you're manifesting love of self, learning your craft, learning your spirituality, climbing those steps of knowledge, trying to figure out what is in the light, right? You're kind of, you're leveling up to the light. I feel like this Ace of Cups is more for you than for anyone else, because I feel like you think that the Emperor is not coming. But I think that what you're manifesting is happiness and love in the heart space, and being able to be kind and non-judgmental. And I think you're working on you and your pentacles. I think you've kind of left this Emperor in the background here. We have the King of Swords. Really what you want to do is have a hard conversation. You would wish that you would in the future get a phone call or a text, because you have a lot to say. You have a lot to lay on the table. You want a really frank and curt communication, very honest. I think you're going to get it, because this is off the bottom of the deck, and this is the future energy. You are going to get your justice. So whether or not this thing comes together and stays together is another thing. But I feel like you are going to get a chance to say your piece. Whether or not that means you stay together with this person or not, I do believe they're going to answer you, and you're going to get to be honest with them. Tell me about this Emperor, please, the Authority. Okay. So there are obstacles to get to you. Yeah, it looks like it's still going to be a little bit of time here. We've got the divorcee here, so I feel like it is a divorce, in fact, that is making the Emperor single. Yeah, it's a confirmation of divorce, something ending, something beginning, transformational energy, and, you know, waiting for the seeds of intention to take with the energy that you're giving it, so you can grow, you can keep growing. I'm tired of waiting. I want to go. This person is someone who is, as soon as they've been given the word, as soon as the paperwork comes out that it's official, they are on their way to you. That's what I feel. We've got obstacles here. I feel like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, hopping obstacles, hopping blocks. Oh God, now I found some more shadow work, and you work on that thing, and then in the midst of it all, you know, you find out that you're in the Eight of Swords, this self-imposed prison. Now you got more shadow work to do. I think it all works out to you loving yourself. Yeah. Loving yourself. And I think that's so great, because that's really what manifestation is about. You ask for it, and then you live intently as though you already have it. And I think that's what you're doing, and that's why you're paying so much attention to your work and self. That's what I feel. But it continually manifesting other things. Now, short term. I was mentioning that you might have a dip in funds. I think it is a short term. If you've had a dip in funds, I think things are about to get better. New business ideas, new promotions, you know, maybe getting a raise in the future. I feel like it's going to be good. Also, I feel like, you know, you do a lot of short-term dating, that you find a person here, find a person there, or they find you and they want to take you out, but it's not what you want. And I think it's not what you want because in the back of your mind, you're thinking about this Emperor. Yeah. And that's why, because of the past life, right? Y'all have been just doing the frog leap, right? But yeah, leapfrog over each other's heads in life's past. That's what I feel. It's one time it's you chasing him, the next time it's him chasing you, and vice versa. Or her chasing her, or him chasing him. And I think you all have been round the rosy quite a bit together here. I feel like this is the life that you end up, this is the lifetime that you end up being together. Somebody's really attracted to you. We have the home. Somebody could potentially be buying property, real estate. And somebody is watching you while they're preparing for you. I feel like it's the Emperor. I feel like it's your past life love. And I feel that you're very connected now because the Emperor has gone through a transformation. So you're energetically connected. Yeah. So some of you would have successfully cut the Emperor out, probably, whomever of you decided to turn away. But others of you, I'm just telling you, yeah, you may have cut out a relationship to bring in this energy of the Emperor. But this person is your past life person. I do believe that. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Taurus, for watching. Love you guys. You know that I do. I'll be back with more readings. Love y'all. Bye.